I know I haven't, but I think in general I haven't talked about these two chakras. These are also called as sub-chakras of the Vishuddhi chakra, so of the fifth chakra, and they're called Shri Lalita and Shri chakra. So Shri Lalita is on the left shoulder, we could say it's here, so of Vishuddhi, but here on the left side, and Shri chakra is on the right side, also here on the shoulder. So, and when he asked me, I remembered one thing, that when I helped sometimes people who just joined our programs, they always asked me, but why do we need to do this with our hand? Why do we move our hand so much in Saja Yoga? So here is really your answer, because here we have these two chakras, these sub chakras, so Shri Lalita and Shri chakra, which actually help us move the energy, this energy that's flowing through us, through Sahasrara, and then through us out into the out, right? Out from our hands. And that's why we also place our hand, the right hand, to the left side chakras and the center, while the left hand will nourish the right side chakras, because of the way energies are moving. And this is what really helps us clear and nourish the chakras, is the energy that's passing through our hands and through our through these chakras. And they work. So when we place our hand on a chakra, let's say on the left heart, they notice what kind of vibrations are needed for this particular chakra, and they adjust the flow of vibrations accordingly. We'll listen to Srimataji's talk, of course, on the topic later on, and she explains how they make these patterns and combinations that it always reminds me that of this kaleidoscope, that when you move and different patterns with the mirrors are created, this kind of work these two chakras do, so that the right kind of vibrations are passed into our centers. And now you can understand why also we move these hands so much. Also, when we raise our kundalini, all these movements are because these energies flowing out of the hands, but it's also flowing in a particular way, particularly different, the left side, the right side. And it's not only meant, of course, once you meditate for some time, this energy is established, the work of these chakras is established, and then we feel this more. And we also feel that it's not only flowing when we put our hands here, but it's also flowing to others. We can give these vibrations to plants, to animals, to other people. We can, and there's probably some workshop sometimes that you can join on how to work on other people, but it's good to be established at that time, because you don't really do anything. You just allow these chakras and this divine energy to pass through you and be directed to other people. And so you're not involved. You're very detached from this process. That's the way how you can pass these vibrations best. And actually, both these two chakras work best when we are thoughtless. This is the best process. And in this speech, Srimataji explains also how it's better to keep these shoulders steady, not moving them too much, not too much movement here, because somehow it affects the working of this chakra. As well, she also in another speech recommends that we keep these shoulders covered, because again, it has an effect on how these chakras are effective then. And on a large scale, like on a divine scale, these chakras were the how should I say, the they play the big role in creation, in creating our, world and everything. It's through these chakras that this goes. So these chakras in us have this power through our Vishuddhi, and then through this for us to allow this energy to be to flow out into the world, into the society. Okay, and to matter and to everything. And the Shri Lalita Chakra is on the left channel, as I said, and Shri Mataji does mention this power of Shri Mahakali, that's the power of the left side, that actually manifests here as the through Shri Lalita Chakra as the power that then flows the left channel energy, and then on the right side Shri Chakra, on the top of the here on Vishuddhi level of the Shri Saraswati channel. So the power of Shri Saraswati that flows then the right side, the left being this joy, the pure desire, so just like what the left channel energy is, and the same on the right side, this benevolence. So the benevolence that happens when we are allowing this flow of energy through the right side to pass into the society, to go into the world around us, and of course also into us. So we can talk more if you want about the chakras, or how, if I can answer this question more, any questions you have more. But now we'll start with our meditation and then listen to Shri Mataji's original, of course, talk about these two chakras. So for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Nika, and I've been practicing for a long time Saja Yoga, and I love coming here on Sundays. Enjoy your company. It's a really beautiful program that we have here. So let's just start with our Footsoak. If I don't know you all because I don't join all the time, but if there's anyone joining for the first time, let me know, because then we will explain a little bit more. Otherwise, we'll just jump into meditation.
Yes, we have Amrita Radhika, who is joining first time.
Okay, welcome. So every time when we do the side, every time here at the side room meditation, we take a topic on different chakras and then we explain some. So of course, not everything will be clear to you at the first time, but just keep coming. You'll see how you really, I think, get a lot of knowledge about our chakras, about our subtle system, as well as nice meditation with it. And every time we are also having Footsoak. We use a bowl that we only use for that. So just get the bowl, put some water. If you're from an area that's really warm now, usually it feels good to have cold water. But if you feel, so it depends, the water temperature usually depends on how we feel vibrationally. So at the beginning, we suggest lukewarm water. But then if you feel you're more left-sided, you can use a warmer water. If your right side is heavier, you can use the cold water. We put a handful of salt inside, and then also use a pitcher at the side and a towel to do this Footsoak. It's a clearing technique, and it's really great. Helps us clear our inner system and get into deeper meditation. Of course, if you don't have these items ready today, it's not a problem. Just remember and have them ready next time you join, because this is a technique that we always do at the beginning of the side room meditation. And the other thing is how we raise our Kundalini and make and put ourselves into Bandhan. And this is a technique that we start with and end with. So we always start, and I was just explaining why these hand movements are important, because we are actually moving this energy that is passing through our hands when we are awakening again more strands of our Kundalini. So we take the left hand, we place it, we look at the palm, we place it at the level of the first chakra, and then we just go up. We simply go up until we reach above the head, and you can look at the hand when you come up, while the right hand will be spinning around it. So you start at the below the hand towards yourself, out like that. This is the direction how we spin our right hand of action around the left hand of desire, and you can touch the left palm and then just go up like that. You come up above, and then you do like that one knot. And we'll now start, and we'll do this 3 times. Every time we'll add a knot. So we'll do once with 1 knot, second time for 2 knots, third time 3 knots. And then at the end, we do a bandhan. We do 7 times. Left hand is just resting on your lap, while the right will be going from the left hip over to the right hip and back. So you simply follow what we are doing. If you are not really sure if it's correct or not, don't worry, we can share a video, you can study this at home, and we'll also do it at the end. But just do whatever you can, and whatever you can't, it's fine. I mean, don't worry if you are not really getting this exactly how we should do it. So let's just start now our meditation. Sit up straight as much as you can. The hands are resting nicely on your lap, and the palms are opened up, facing the sky. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. And one more deep breath. And when we are exhaling, just relax the muscles on your head, the neck, the shoulders, the back, the arms, everything. And again, take a deep breath in and exhale. Now just breathe normally. Allow your attention to focus on your Kundalini, and we'll now raise our Kundalini with these movements. So the right hand is spinning around the left. Just bring it up above. Watch your palm, and then do 1 knot. We do then second time. And then we'll do 2 knots. And the third time. And we do 3 knots. Then we take the right hand and start with at the left hip. Take it over the 7th chakra, so over the head to the right hip and back. And we're asking now for protection with these movements for the first chakra. We do this 7 times. Our attention is moving now to the 2nd chakra. So draw this kind of a horseshoe shape around you. Now the 3rd chakra. The 4th in the heart. The 5th in the throat, in the neck. And the 6th in the head. And for the 7th on top of the head. can bring our hands together and give a little bow to our motherly energy, our Kundalini. Now we'll take the right hand with vibrations flowing, and we'll give these vibrations that are passing through our Shri chakra, through our hand, and we can give these vibrations to the Footsoak water to awaken the power of the water and earth element to absorb all our problems, all our difficulties from our subtle system by making these clockwise circles on the water. And then we put our feet into the water. You can close your eyes, of course, if you usually when we close our eyes, the meditation is we can get deeper into meditation. We can focus more on our energy, but sometimes there can be some lights or some kind of visual effects or some kind of extreme thinking happening in our head or in our visual area. So in that case, it's best to open our eyes and focus on the dot on the forehead of Shri Mataji. It helps us steady our thoughts or get rid of this attention distraction when lights or images are flowing through our head. So now we'll start by balancing the left side. Let's take the right hand, place it towards the ground, while the left hand is resting on the lap, but the palms opened up. And we can actually keep our attention on the left palm while we're clearing the left side energy through Mother Earth, with the help of Mother Earth. We can ask Mother Earth, please absorb all the problems of my left side. Absorb all the heaviness, all the heavy emotions, all the heavy or too strong desires that are stirring my life, all the maybe nostalgic emotions that I may have and memories, everything that's not allowing me to enjoy the present. Take all this heaviness from my left side. Now we'll bring back on the lap the right hand and lift the left hand up into the air. So the palms facing backwards. And now we'll allow all the heat from the right side to be passed out into the sky, to flow into the firmament, to the ether or the air element. You can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove all the heat from my right side into the sky. Please remove all my futuristic tendencies, all worries about future, all the thinking and planning about the future that's not allowing me to be in the present. Just move all this into the sky. Now we'll take both our hands and place them towards the ground, towards the Mother Earth again. And we'll we'll bring our attention to the bottom of the spine, to the first chakra. And we can ask, Mother Earth, please absorb all the problems of my first chakra. Remove all the problems, all the clouds that don't allow the sun to shine on this chakra, for this chakra to have really, to express the power, which is the childlike innocence in us. Mother, please give me this true, beautiful, joyful, simple, childlike innocence and wisdom. Now we'll bring our hands back on the lap and we'll do a little bit more clearing of our chakras by placing our hands on the right side chakras, but according to how I feel for our group now. And we'll start by taking the right hand to the left nabi, so the third chakra on the left side. And here we'll state a few times, Mother, by your grace, I am satisfied and I am peaceful and I am generous. Here on the left side is when we are aware that we do have these powers. So we do now state that we are that we are peaceful, generous, and satisfied. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am satisfied and generous and peaceful person. Now we'll swap hands and we'll put the left hand to the right side of the third chakra. Here is our attention, and here on the liver we can place it at the right abdomen and simply ask Mother Kundalini, please cool down my liver and strengthen my attention. Give me strong attention by which I can reach deeper meditation. And we can now again change hands and place the right hand to the void area. So on the middle of the abdomen, we just place the right hand, put our attention to the void, so the area around the third chakra. And here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please purify my void. Remove all the confusion and all the illusion of this ocean of illusion and keep me in reality. Please fill this void with the pure power of love, the divine power. And please give me self-mastery so I can overcome all my own shortcomings or laziness or lethargic tendencies that don't allow me to put effort to grow faster, to sit down for meditation, to discipline myself in the way that I need to be disciplined to grow and overcome my own problems. Now we'll bring our right hand to the left heart. And here we'll say that I am the Spirit. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the Spirit. This purest and subtlest in me. Not this body, this mind, all the thoughts that I have, the desires, or the roles that I play in this life. But I am the Spirit, the eternal joy and awareness. Now we'll put our right hand to the forehead. Allow your head to lean forward slightly, just to rest on your hand. And we'll say, I forgive. Let go of everything. Everything that's troubling you, spinning the thoughts. Just by saying, I forgive. I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. Now we'll place our hand to the top of the head and just massage clockwise the seventh chakra on top, clockwise, slowly. And here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please give me the connection to the all-pervading power. Strengthen my connection, strengthen my self-realization. Mother, please strengthen my self-realization. Then we'll bring our hand above the head. Find the spot where vibrations are felt the strongest. Swap hands. Do the same with the left hand. Wherever you feel the vibrations the strongest, just hold your hand there and your attention as well. And just keep your attention up there, as well as on your hands. And just stay in silence for a minute. Slowly open your eyes again. We'll finish with the first part, which is the foot soak. So rinse your feet now, and then just rinse your feet and dry them and just place the Footsoak bowl at the side. At the end of meditation, you'll take it to the toilet because this is now water with lots of negativities, we can say, from us, so it goes down the drain. But for now, don't disturb your meditative state too much, just put it to the side. And we'll watch now an excerpt of Shri Mataji's talk where she explains about the two chakras that are the topic of today's meditation. And during this meditation, try to keep your attention on top of the head and on your hands and continue in this meditative state. Even if you don't understand everything, we can talk about it later, but it's allow these vibrations, even of Shri Mataji's speech, to wash through you. All right.
Lot has been written about Sri Chakra and about Lalita Chakra. But to understand fundamentally, the left side, when it reaches up to Vishuddhi, then it uses on the right side the Sri Chakra, on the left side the Lalita Chakra to manifest itself. These two chakras are the ones who manifest all that you see. But these chakras are the ones who emit vibrations of different kinds. And because of their angularities, like if you have some sort of a cardboard attached with small holes of different colors, and which rotates all the time, you get different colors. Also you can get different permutations and combinations. In the same way, different permutations and combinations are created. And that is how you get all the advantages of Sahaja Yoga. So these two chakras are very important. I do not know if you know of any mantras about Sri Chakra. But I'll give you a book. Later on I'll translate it to you and you can compose something for Sri Chakra. Sri Chakra on the right side, Lalita Chakra on the left side. So what we are really worshipping today is Mahasaraswati power and Mahakali power, both put together. So now we have started combining things, not individual. Now these two energies are very important. Without the energy, without the power, nothing exists. For example, if this light had no power to give light or to burn, it is useless. In the same way, without getting your realization, you are useless because your power is not awake, at least not complete. But these two powers give us lots of benefits even without realization. Whatever you see in this world created is done by these two chakras of the Adi Shakti. But here the power doesn't move. It's not moving. But in the human being, the power starts moving. When it starts moving, then we can say it is creating another world. But movement is not the only thing. This power acts, gives you intelligence, gives you all kinds of things which you have as human beings. But later on, this power itself becomes enlightened within you. Means the left and right side both become enlightened. This enlightenment, you get it when you get your self-realization. But not immediately. Not immediately. This one should understand. For example, if you have pain or if your chakra is catchy, you have to use your hands. You cannot say that the energy is flowing within me, so it's all right, I can manage. It's not like that. You have to use your hands to impart that power to yourself or to others. If you have pain in the stomach, then you can say that if there's energy in my stomach, why should I have pain in the stomach? But the play of these chakras have to come. And that is why you have to use your power of your hands. If you cannot use your hands, then you cannot impart this energy. Many people have asked me that, Mother, when will it move horizontal? It will move horizontal, no doubt. It does. But even that horizontal movement is to be guided by these two very important chakras. So you must understand the importance of these two chakras within yourself. That's why I have told many a times, don't move your head too many times. And this way many people talk. I mean, it's style of talking. No, this, that. Very common with French especially. That's another way you are not respecting your chakras. Shouldn't move your shoulders too much. Mostly they talk like this. Is anti-chakras. Anti-chakras. Should keep your shoulders straight. When you are singing, you can move your whole upper part. Is all right. But not your shoulders. This is the thing one has to understand, that these two centers are to be looked at. You can move your neck, your body when you are singing. It's important. That helps. But not your shoulders. Shoulders are to be kept intact. But while saying just yes, you need not go on yes, 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 yes. It's very, very simple thing, but it can have a very bad effect. And those who move their shoulders too much do not feel vibrations much, because the chakras are not all right. It's a very simple thing to be understood, that they are the most important chakras we have. And whatever is to be used out of this Parama Chaitanya, they have to be used by these two centers. Even supposing your some chakra is catching on your spinal cord, you have to use your hands. Somebody can say, I can just put my attention. Doesn't work out that good. Because yet your attention has not reached that stage where these chakras, like Lalita Chakra and Shri Chakra, obey your attention. They do not. So you have to work out with your hands. Be careful. Don't move your shoulders too much. And if you see now, Indians, when they sing bhajans, they'll move the whole body. They'll do like this. But never their shoulders. The shoulders will move in the same way as the neck is moving. They might move their neck also, but they'll never move their shoulders like this, and is regarded as inauspicious according to Indian standards. Because of this culture, based on what the saints have told, and also about many seers have told, it is more related to spiritual life than to materialistic life. Now the materialistic life, unless and until there is the foundation of the spiritual life, takes you to a very partial development, you can say. But to get a full development, you must have your foundation on spirituality. That's why spirituality, being the foundation, has to be deep, has to be fully equipped, has to be absolutely perfect. Then the whole building can be built. It's gone wrong in the West, doesn't matter. Now you can build it up. And then you'll be surprised how you become really solid people. This is a very short talk about Sri Chakra. I think I should sit down and write all about it. And it will be a nice, handy thing for you to read. But you must know that beyond thought when you go, these chakras become extremely efficient because the thought puts a pressure on them. And because of the pressure, the movement of these chakras is very slow and ineffective. But once you can get out of your thoughts and go into thoughtless awareness, then these chakras start working it out and you start moving much deeper into your own being. मी आज श्री
So we'll continue with the meditation now. Let's again bring our attention to the top of the head by using the right hand slowly in front of our central channel, lifting this energy from the first to the seventh chakra, just bringing it up. You can press again a little bit on top on your Sahasrara. Allow your attention to settle again on top of the head. And now we can simply take our right hand and place it on our shoulder, giving vibrations to this Shri Lalita Chakra. We can ask, Mother, please strengthen my Shri Lalita Chakra. We'll change hands. Place the left hand to the right shoulder. And here we can ask again, simply, Mother, please strengthen my Shri Chakra. Now we'll take the right hand, place it on our Vishuddhi chakra, the fifth chakra on the neck. We can wrap our right hand around the neck, giving vibrations to the fifth chakra. And here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my fifth chakra and purify it. Remove all the problems of my fifth chakra. On the left, remove all the guilt, the feelings of shame, self-contempt, anything negative about myself that I may feel. And on the right, remove all aggression, all expressions that are not real, not genuine. And in the center, please awaken in me the power to be a detached witness, to be able to see the world, see everything around me without reacting with thought, without thinking. Simply allowing this energy to flow in my surroundings. And Mother, please establish this truth, the understanding of collectivity in me, that I am just one particle, one piece of the whole, not separate, but one piece of this creation, united with everything. Let's again bring our attention to the top of the head, to our Sahasrara. We can, if we want, we can massage again, just to establish even more the connection, to open even more this seventh chakra. And here we can also, from our heart, express the gratitude by saying, Mother, thank you for my yoga, for my connection to the all-pervading power. Again, we can bring our hand above the head and find where we can feel the breeze flowing. Keep your attention there and allow your thoughts to become quiet. Allow the silence to grow. And if the thoughts are coming, just say, not now. So let's stay now some minutes in silent meditation, and we'll also have music. So we'll now finish meditation for today. And if you wish to continue meditating at home, just sign out and continue. But for the rest of us, we'll raise now our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan. So we raise it first and we do 1 knot. Then second time we do 2 knots. We tie our Kundalini up above Sahasrara so it doesn't go down again into dormant state. And then we do 3 knots. And finally we put ourselves into Bandhan, put this protection on us. 7 times, 1 for each chakra. And at the end, we can bow, put our hands together and bow to our Kundalini, to this motherly, nourishing, caring, guiding, beautiful, loving energy in us, and also to Shri Mataji, who is just like our own Kundalini, giving us this knowledge. She was giving this knowledge and guiding us and bringing this beautiful technique to everyone for free also. So this is it for today. Anyone has any questions, anything like that, we can please unmute and ask.
Yes, Rahul and Nika, thank you. The dynamic duo has done it again. This is pure joy, that music and the guidance, and what a revelation these 2 chakras, today's talk, is something very new for me and revealing. This is just so beautiful. Thank you both. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mati. Thanks for bringing your beautiful self to meditation always and joining us.
It's joyful.
Yeah, it's great word Mati said. I don't know if I mentioned, but this Shri Lalita Chakra on the end of the left side is joy-giving energy. So we must have done something right to awaken the joy.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mati. So anyone has any questions or anything unclear, really now is the time, because
Yeah, this is Mira, and
hi,
I
Mira.
really loved this, and thank you for such a great explanation. Really, really appreciate. I knew about these, but I didn't know what they did. So this is a revelation to me too. So, when I put my right hand on my Sri Lalita chakra,
Yeah.
it was like my body was like, "Oh, you finally found me. You finally come home. Thank you so much." But then I was thinking, so when the right hand is on the Lalita chakra, it's like the Lalita is strengthening its own not nadi, its own channel.
Yeah, we just gave, like, we just asked for these vibrations to come to strengthen this chakra. Yeah, it's on the left nadi, so on the left channel, and we kind of, Shimataji mentioned how when you move these shoulders, or even how even when we do get a realization right away, these chakras don't emit the same kind of vibrations, the same amount of vibrations as they build up to do, right? They clear, they become more powerful. So I guess by putting, I mean, honestly, I did this by myself. I didn't find Trimataji's guidance to do that anywhere. But
Uh-huh.
when I was meditating on that, and I felt how nicely it felt by
Yeah.
putting our hands on, then I said, okay, this is something we can do today. But yeah, it's to strengthen this, to purify, to strengthen, to make it stronger, clearer, so that the energy we pass through our hands
Yeah.
can be stronger.
So when you were saying that, it also reminded me of when we do candling. It like string. I don't know if it's the same effect, but when we use the right hand and candle the left side,
Yeah.
that kind of clears. But this maybe strengthens, or maybe I don't know. Whatever.
It's the same thing, like it's basically the same thing, but different kind of. The candle, when we light it up, it will, we do it with our attention, and it will bring vibrations to to the candle, to the fire, right? So
Hmm.
when we are candling, we are clearing the left side, but I don't know if you've ever tried, do you have the experience that sometimes it works more and sometimes less?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So it's the same thing. It's because our attention, and it's nice because even in this talk, Shrimataji also explains about how our attention is not this strong to direct these two chakras,
Mhm.
but it's becoming stronger and stronger. So it is starting to direct, but it's really efficient and easier when we can put
Mhm.
our hand onto it. But then at some point, our attention really becomes strong, and it can direct the flow of these chakras. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, in my experience, uh, I don't think we even know how much these chakras can do, right? When we
Mhm.
put attention to something far away, or
Mhm.
how this flow really works. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
But it's easy to understand how it works when we actually put our hand, and how this, I guess, kaleidoscopic movement of this chakra adjusts itself to give the right kind
Oh,
of vibrations to the area.
right, right. The kaleidoscope effect. Boy,
Yeah,
it's it's
the
really
toy.
intricate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Ushimataji talks about this box and how the
Yeah. Yeah.
mirrors and the patterns become. Yeah, because when you move that, right, like you
Oh
get
boy.
different patterns, different,
Oh.
and
Nika,
yeah,
got
It just gets more complex and more interesting and more kind of wow, fascinating, you
you
know?
know, to me, honestly, I realize with everything like that there is no way I can understand the whole
Yeah.
divine structure of our body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right?
And
You know,
speaking of, so go ahead. Oh,
I, I have a question though,
yeah,
Nika.
yeah, yeah.
So I was putting my hands on, as we do the Vishuddhi, on the neck, but you're pointing to the shoulders? No, I mean the left and right. Are they
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At the beginning, we put them on for Sri Chakra and Sri Lalita. Like at the beginning of the second part, after the talk,
yeah.
we
Do we put them on the shoulders or on the neck as we do?
not like the left Vishuddhi, but here,
Oh,
here where the chakras are.
oh,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You were too deep in meditation.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here, this is what, because basically we can, you can put your hands on the chakras, but let's say you have a pain in your body somewhere and you put your hand there, right? Like on your leg or something, right? Or even stomach or whatever it is, you will feel, I mean, I don't know if you tried, but try, and you can see, even if you're not really in meditation, it can really relieve that body of pain.
I have
So
I have tried it on the nabi for when I get restless. I have tried it on the nabi even without meditating, and just put my hand on the nabi chakra. The effect is quite apparent. Yeah,
fast.
yeah, yep, fast and
Yeah.
furious.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the same works like when you feel some of pains in your body, you can just put your hand, I don't know, wherever it is, and you can see because these chakras will give the flow and, nourish that area.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is why this is nice, yeah, to understand how our hands are now this special instrument and how
Mm,
much they can help us.
indeed. Indeed. Beautiful. Thank you, Nika.
Thanks, Mati.
I,
Yes.
sorry,
Yeah.
I hate to like butt in again, but um, since I rarely encounter a Lalita deity or a Shri deity when I'm like roaming around on the internet. So I was thinking,
Uh-huh.
well, maybe this is just kind of particular to people that use the Kundalini in their meditation,
You
and
know,
and I,
yeah,
I was wondering if there's like deities behind it with backstories, which is probably yes, because
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's the same. But this is like, in original sense, these two chakras would be the one that would the creative power, like you can say Sri Lalita and Sri chakra or Sri, these two powers are actually the creative powers of divine, right? Like this is that's why Shimataji says that everything we see, this
yeah,
creation, it's
yeah,
created by that because it's the part of the power that actually moves in a way to create the the creation, like whatever it's
yeah.
around us, right?
And
Yeah.
she said that these two chakras were created about by our Shakti. Like, oh,
Y-
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That these are the creative, like in let's say primordial mother of creation, right? This would be the chakras in that would be creative. So it's like a creative power, yeah.
Yeah,
The yeah, Shakti means power, right? So
yeah,
that's where it yeah comes from. But in us, like that's why they're such a power and how to respect this shoulder and all that. It's interesting
yeah,
because we don't think that how we move or all that can also affect how this subtle energy flows through us and out of our hands, right? But even that has an like has an effect. Will either like if you respect, let's say, your shoulders, your body, where the area where they are settled, it will make a difference on how this power then flows. So
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, she said that all Indians, or I took it as all
Yeah.
Indians, don't move their shoulders very much. So it
The,
must be more of a broader Hindu thing than just people who concentrate on the Kundalini.
No, no, you know what Shimataji wanted to say? So I don't know today when you go like with Bollywood and all that, I know they move a lot
Oh,
on their
that's
shoulders.
right. That's
But the
right.
thing is that traditionally, because in India the society it's really old, the
Yeah.
civilization, right?
Oh
And
gosh.
right, that thousands and thousands years back, these people who would meditate on that discovered about the chakras, how
Yeah.
these things were developed and all that, and they would direct society into the way that would be more benevolent towards keeping these chakras all right, right? And one of these things is also how they move then,
Ah,
how they move these shoulders. But I guess these things change because I know at least in Bollywood now they do a lot of movement with that.
mm,
But I guess traditionally that would not be
mm,
so. Yeah, because I think Shimataji wanted to say at that point it's the traditions were also like through the development of society, many societies actually develop these kind of things, how to behave to keep yourselves healthy, right? Like in a good spot and balanced. And one of those things is there because they went more into the spiritual part of a person, also this. So yeah, this it answered, right? Was what you talked about.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I have so many kind of questions floating around in my head, and this is great. One last thing that Sri Mataji mentioned in her talk was about something about horizontal. I'm
Yeah,
thinking, what's
yeah. So I think again because she often refers as vertical movement, vertical growth. It's the growth, a personal or collective growth into the depth, so that you reach deep meditation, that you reach, that you do come to the kind of growth that you can reach the depth, reach the depth inside of yourself. And it can either be individual or collective, right? Like it doesn't matter, but it's that people become deep. You can say deep yogis, right? Deep, because they can in their meditation touch that depth, the spirit in themselves, right? And then see that peaceful state, experience that peaceful state really strongly, and also their own chakras and everything. It's really in that silence a lot can happen, right? But horizontal growth, she says, when you spread it out to people, share it with everyone, right? Because at certain point you need to be deep to do that, right? Like kind of. So she often talks, and here I think the spread it horizontally is when this energy can flow into the society, can flow into the area where we live, flow to the people, flow, so basically wherever we are, things end up vibrated with this divine love.
That's so
That
that's so interesting because when how we put our attention on the top of the head, I've tried putting it on my Agnya, and there's a lot of spiritual traditions in India where the Agnya is where you put all your attention. And so when I did that, what I felt like was my attention was not going up, but it was indeed going horizontally. And it felt like it was going about the level of like the trees tops, the trees. And I was indeed kind of reaching out and feeling the Paramachaitan
Chaitanya, yeah,
going kind of in a different wave direction of it. It's a very nice feeling actually. So
it's
anyway.
amazing, because what you said, because this is also another topic where she talks about horizontal and vertical movement. It's actually with the Agya, because she says if you go vertical, you can only move through your, to the collective supraconscious on your right or subconscious to the left. That's why it's so important to move horizontally and vertically, and to keep your attention on Sahasrara and not on Agya chakra, because when you, exactly how you described it, when you keep it on your Agya chakra, you do move horizontally. The movement here starts, but it's different. That's not about collective or moving out, but it's moving to, instead of to this unconscious, to this Param Chaitanya, actually you start moving to the collective subconscious or supraconscious, so collective ego or collective superego, which is not where you want to move, because these energies there, you don't, what should I say, they're different. They're you break this shell of your ego and superego into the collective, and it's not what you want to go, because then the trouble to get into this deep thoughtless state of full awareness it can really happen.
It's like it's
So
not conducive to actual meditation or to
no,
deep
no,
meditation.
yeah, you move out away. So basically, instead of moving straight up, balance straight up, you kind of spin either to one side or to the other. The flow takes you, and you want to cross this straight up. And by keeping your attention on Sahasrara, it helps you cross this narrow gate.
Wow, fantastic! Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, anyone else? Anything? Was Amruta Radhika today for the first time, Rahul? Are you joining?
Yes, I joined the meditations before, but I've never done the foot soak. So
Okay.
I'm very, very new. I've only done a couple of them, and I could ask millions of questions, but I just have to just be silent and listen because I
No.
really am not sure what, you know, I see your demonstration. I really appreciated you keeping yourself on the so that we can see you, because then I know if I'm taking my right hand in the circular motion going up the chakras correctly, or how I'm doing the clearing, like the rainbow. So by me being able to excuse my voice, to see you, then I was able to get a little bit more clarity than if I was
Yeah.
just guessing. So it was very helpful. I'm
Oh,
just learning.
yeah.
I'm learning. And
Yeah,
some
just
of that
keep
time when you're placing the hands on different chakras, to me, it's like almost energy healing, because,
Yeah, it is, because these vibrations, that it's energy, right? So
yeah.
when we place, we direct a certain, the energy. And just
Mhm.
today, as we were talking about these two chakras, it's exactly the kind of energy this chakra needs. It's like when we place it, this chakra realizes what kind of energy it needs, and then
Mhm.
sends the kind of flowing. Like we can
Yeah.
understand it, that way. So,
I've been doing energy healing most of my life, and then I learned about Reiki, which this is very different than Reiki, but
it is.
it, I've been a
It,
Reiki master since 2011, but just energy healing in general, I've been doing that since very, very early on as a child. I didn't know what I was doing, but it just was happening. So it's just coming back into what I'm supposed to be doing.
So but this is also, here in Saja Yoga, the main thing, the main goal for us is to really become silent, like without thoughts, and in meditation where our awareness is fully there. So when we, let's say, are in this state, we can watch anything, do anything, and always remain completely silent in our head. And then in that state, and this is still, it's in that state, and we start developing deeper and deeper meditation, and then get into this beautiful state of deep meditation where I think only experience can, but let that be your guide, how silent it is. Because if you already are dealing with lots of energy healing and all that, that may be then, I don't know, a little bit confusing, because it's almost the same, but it's still different, so that may not be the best guide for you, but more
Okay.
of the keeping how deep you can get and into your meditation without thinking, how much you can feel your own kundalini piercing through, but
Yeah.
also that's steady. Because it's very different. Reiki and all these some healing techniques that I've come across to, they're very different from this flow of energy in Saja Yoga, because they come from different nadis, from different lines. So yeah, just good luck on your
Yes.
spiritual
Yes.
journey, and this is my, at the moment your but the suggestion. But if you have any questions or anything, every time we have this discussion, also at the end,
Okay.
you can also join a little bit early. Also, that's a good
Okay.
time to ask, and anything, we're here for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, anyone else wants to share something or ask? Rahulji, are we done wrapping up today's?
Yes, thank you very much. I was still enjoying the meditation while you were discussing.
Okay. All right. So everyone, have a great